For me, yeah. What's that on that beat? Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Bosher to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now a play fake here on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, go orange. Orange.
They go play action here on first down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, as a head coach.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Going underneath. It's Coleman. And right away he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cut.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
20.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. This is caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
11,
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Going deep for Benjamin. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Chargers. And even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On play action, Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They go play action. Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's go.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Let's go.
Rivers going to try and sneak it. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Caught on the right side by Jones. That one goes for 24 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So they're good.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Melvin Ingram able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Let's go. Left.
Play action. Ryan. That's caught. Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, twisting away. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Again, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, Rocket. Hey, left. Ready.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
0. Hey!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Brown! White! Let's go!
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
21! Got it. Left! Let's go!
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. He finds an opening past the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 50 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
White! You! Come on.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And it's complete. Henry, 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
12. Ready? 8 hot.
Play action now. Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play fake. Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught by Jones. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. Play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's taken down inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Let's go. 12.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is.
And got his man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Ready?
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now he's flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Derwin.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I wanna do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me. World on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some Kenneth, keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire. I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a brighter me. I'm sorry. To all my supporters, man, I love y'all. I just want to say thank you for supporting me since day one. You don't want to see me win, man. I don't know why, but we gonna win anyway. I came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver like I got a clone. I'm out here in these streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Because there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God, then me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, started spent my money on recording. Yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, what's underground. Frontin' like a ride with the mob, why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll, holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche, shake that, got that on menus, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave, watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up, I'm talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamond This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took a dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosted like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like. When you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around the two, stacking up, I love how my money counter move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like Shamu. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn on my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha blessings, Steve.
Chill. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. The leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, that sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. Ice. Swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring the. Don't want no. They pull up with they. Out. It's times 3. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and rich like water, go to Cabo. Cash in the walls, hollow. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, got a. Yeah. the shows, big bang rolls, cash. Now she go for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dub, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone, turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby bite this nose. I bite this nose. What's a leg with till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. All set. Rain put the stars out. Rain. Not aboard the house. Get deported out. Moved out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma get the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the, I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to, you all get a bird, this Oprah. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart, we got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water, then had to wait? Do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Layers and ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, the door is supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
Yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Big J Rock go. On 10, 10, 10, 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Black, two dope. Jump in. You might wanna keep scope. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't. Win. Start chasing that. Win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow side and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my on some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just the. And he was like, boop. Here. Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no malice, baby. With no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going. Yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't. Win. Start chasing that.
nigga Pericles. It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already there.
Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flapping, living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs will lick the swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already there.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still feel me. Kiss the death.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his left. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Gotta go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tuesday.
Here's Coleman. Big hold of the 30, and finally taken down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Gun!
Coleman. Oh, a nice spin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 37. And that's the connection, Ryan, to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
22!
Coleman now. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Get up!
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more after this. On second down, here's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On third down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Hey, over here, you see it, you see it?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Gotta go.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking left side and he's got a man. That's White. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They go play action with Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throw left side complete. It's White. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. He completes it right side to White. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And Parkey's kick is good. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Move. Hey, 18. Gotta go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Powering his way forward. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky looking left side, and he's got a man. It's White, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White from 8 yards out, and the Bears will extend their lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Man, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now it's Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
There you go. You see it? You see it? Red, up. Hey, 18.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find it.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that one knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gotta go.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Burton. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gun! Get him, go!
Ryan to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now it's Ryan. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here's Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Let's go. Run the ball after this.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying, iced up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosted like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, go hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, go hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around the two, stacking up. I love how my money count on move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like Shamu. Hey, she like pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn up my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a streak. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying, iced up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, go hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, go hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I said, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll, and off we go from Soldier Field. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gotta go.
On first down, Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. Now White lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And Robinson with a big catch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Trubisky will throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, 25 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Gotta go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. On the left side, a catch by White. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18. Red, up. Hey, gotta go. Red, up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, 35 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now Ryan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Hurry, hurry. Let's go. Red, up. Hey, 18. Yep.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We're go. 18. Red, up.
Now Trubisky. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive with Coleman. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Now Ryan, flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, little 360. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Red, up. Hey, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are in for 6. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle fourth. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Freeman again. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Here's Ryan to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
You see it?
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Blue. Hey, gotta go.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Throw left side complete. It's White. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey, 18. Red, up.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Trubisky now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Look. Red, up. Red, up. 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This is Coleman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Gun. 12. Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go play action. Trubisky over the middle, complete. It's Burton. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Red, up. 18. Hey, gotta go.
On second down, Trubisky. Pressure going in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
18. Red, up.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
18. Hey, gotta go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Deion Bush with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Hey, gotta go.
They go with Howard to begin the drive, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.